Hello and welcome back to another pick a card reading. This reading is about the journey ahead. So as always, we have our three piles here. Group 1 is on the left, 2 is in the middle and 3 is on the right. The timestamps are in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. And if you'd like a private reading with me, there's a link to my Facebook page or email address and you can contact me on there. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey Group 1 and welcome to your reading if you chose the blue banded agate cave type crystal. It's a beautiful one, new one in my collection from my sister. So blue banded agate is all about self-acceptance, confidence, overcoming negativity, harshness of the heart, healing from anger, having the courage to start over again, and healing from any kind of trauma. So that actually resonates with the cards I have here today as well. So that's why I do enjoy reading the meanings of the crystals. So maybe you want to work with a blue crystal or banded agate itself. Group 1. So we're back into it. Got my microphone good. All right. So let's look at the past energy. You've got a pretty intense reading here, Group 1. Makes sense. I wasn't here last week, so I kind of had a feeling there'd be a bit to catch up on. So let's jump in. We've got the Judgment card. First of all, the Three of Swords is next, along with the Start card. Look at this. This is past energy, recent past, or maybe between now and when we spoke last, if you've been here before. This is amazing. This is awakening energy. A big epiphany or realization, some sort of truth has come to light, something that I feel like it's helping you overcome and lift up out of a very heavy pain or something that you've been carrying around for a while. And I feel like light has been shed on that, and there's now this new renewed sense of optimism moving forward. And I feel like the biggest truth has been revealed on something very painful. It could be anything for anyone, right? And I feel like this is very much to do with maybe a relationship, but everyone will resonate a little differently, where you felt maybe betrayed, or maybe your actions were not within your own integrity, and you've realized something about that now, and you're willing to move away and out of it. Like, there's such a truth known here. Even the depiction here of her lifting up out of her matter self, her heaviness. She's lifted up out of that, and she's been freed by truth. I feel that way for you. I feel this is an awakening, a realization, or some sort of light shed on a situation that then restores hope, and it really renews and rejuvenates the path ahead. It makes you feel connected, and that everything's okay, and that you really can leave this energy behind. There's so much wisdom in this experience, as painful as it was. There's so much to be learned here. There's a lot of wisdom, a lot of potential for growth. I feel like the optimism and the hope has already come through. I feel like this is just a very important situation that's happened for you. Even if you can't totally find the purpose in it, totally. I do feel like a lot of you do see the wisdom in the pain, and how to move forward from it. We'll just move ahead, to the path ahead energy, all major arcana again. So yeah, there's some big shifts here, big time. And look at this amazing energy. So there's been a realization, there's been a truth, an epiphany, something like this, right? And there's offered healing, compassion, and hope, to then move into a whole new cycle, a fresh new cycle, literally the last major arcana of the deck, and then the first, right? Followed by number 1, the Magician. So you are so, oh God, I'm quite overwhelmed. You are so finished with whatever that was for you. Whatever it was, it is so done. That is never going to repeat. When you see this amazing combination of knowing your power and the way in which you yield that power, right? Knowing the effects of your words, of your thoughts, of your actions, and totally taking a new route here, perhaps a new way of doing things. There's a huge trust in spirit. It's not a test of faith. It's a leap of faith, right? Very similar to the Star card and the Fool card here together, right? It's just amazing. There's such a everything feels purposeful, everything feels true here as you move forward. Everything feels like it should have before, but there was something that needed to be cleared up, or something that needed to be finished with, a truth needed to be known, so that you could come through that cycle and really start fresh and start anew here. A lot of this is uncharted territory, but you've got what it takes, because you've learned so much from whatever that past cycle is. There's a real graduation energy you would get from the world card. Some of you may be finishing up studies, or at least a semester of study, or whatever it may be, a new job, a new house. Like, there's so many things this could be. I feel like a lot of you, it's a personal growth situation. Or within a relationship, but there's such a leveling up here, and so much to look forward to. You have so much capability here. This is gathering your resources and your power, and it's co-creating maybe with your person, with spirit. It's being really in the driver's seat. It's being accountable, and it's being effective. That's the path ahead for you, right? Like, really testing these new muscles and getting to really just step forward lighter, having left behind, like just really following that truth, following that calling now. Now the challenge, I had to giggle a little bit with the challenge. Come on, guys, like 4 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, that's your challenge? Okay. We got the 9 of Swords and the 6 of Swords as well. That kind of makes a bit more sense. But hey, it made sense in the first place, in that maybe your challenge is to trust this new beginning, to trust this newfound success, to trust this, to trust yourself, to trust your community, to trust your relationship, to trust in spirit, to believe that old cycles won't repeat and that everything is going to be fine. And that you can leave behind the older situations, you can leave behind the old way of doing things. Based on this massive realization and truth here, you can truly leave behind the anxiety. But I do feel there may be anxiety that crops up as you go, because of past patterns, of course, of trauma from the past. Blue banded agate, what do we got here? Healing from any kind of trauma, the courage to start over again, right? That's this energy. Healing from anger, overcoming negativity, confidence, all of that stuff is here. Confidence that the path ahead is going to be okay, and that it's going to be successful, right? That your love is reciprocated, that people see the work that you do. They actually acknowledge your efforts. That is what you can expect moving forward. This could be a spiritual marriage energy. It could be taking things to the next level in your career or your community in one way or another. But it's really rising to success and trusting that the old stuff is done with, and that everything is going to be okay. Like, it may take a little time to really relax into it, because their fears will come up, or what if their old cycles repeat? But I do feel like there's so much effort being made here so that they don't repeat. And I honestly feel like whatever the past event was for you is enough to shake that foundation and obliterate what wasn't stable, perhaps, so that you can let that go and just move into happiness and flow and just appreciation for life and gratitude, and just rising up into all of your potential and all that you're meant to be. 6 of Wands, right? What will help with these challenges is obvious, right? Obvious. The Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Swords, the Death card. So much major arcana here, guys, again, right? So this is big internal world shifting. Big stuff. Hey, really growing up, really leveling up, really moving out of something and into just lightness, right? So what will help is to allow these changes to happen. Allow divine intervention to have its way with you or with your relationship, perhaps. Even if you don't understand how it's going to unfold, or sometimes you think one thing and then you feel another and you're kind of pulled and you're not sure what to do or how it's going to work out, or the fears of repeated cycles, right? Or the wheel, we're kind of a bit nervous about that. What's going to help is to embrace the transformation. Embrace your truth. Move through this portal. Just keep looking forwards. Keep stepping forwards. Yeah, patterns happened in the past, but you don't want to repeat them. So embrace the transformation. Take up those new strategies or things in which you can do that help ground you, that help you come from that centered place, rather than responding or reacting in other ways, old patterns of ways of being that are not healthy, that don't serve. Allow this change to have its way with you, right? Allow yourself to be reborn anew, perhaps. Allow this to regenerate. Don't stress too much or worry too much about repeated cycles or things of the past. Don't need to know if it's all going to work out either. But what you do know is there's big insight here on what you don't want. And there's a big opportunity for growth here for you. Furthermore, 8 of Cups. Walking away from what doesn't serve you. Absolutely. There may be a bit of anger in this bowl I'm feeling, actually. I think there's some people out there maybe even feeling the need to walk away from a bit of anger at this time. But you're working towards something much more sustainable. We've got the Tower here as well, right? The 4 of Pentacles. So you may be needing to blow up something completely and walking away from it. Everyone's going to hit this a little differently. Maybe it's a relationship that's over. Maybe it's a career path that's over. Or maybe it's a way of serving people that hasn't served you that's over. Maybe it's just a pattern in a relationship that is over. But either way, you're walking away from what's not healthy. And there is something remains intact here. There's something very strong and stable that's still there for you. And I feel like there's a real need to just protect your energy at this time and not make too many great moves, but just surrender into this part of the journey. Surrender into I wanted to say recalibration, and that may be the case for some mentally, right? But what's the word for me here? It's not going to come to me. Just gathering up those personal resources, your energy, not giving too much out, but just pulling it in a little bit. I think just a bit of rest is needed here, and a new foundation to be built, an effort to be put in, but in a way that's gentle and honest and true, that doesn't overextend in any which way, but is just very grounded, right? You're walking away from what hasn't served and what has been on an unstable foundation to build something solid this time, to build something precious that you can really hold to your heart and protect. It's worth protecting. I really do feel like this is something that's very precious to your heart that you haven't wanted to let go of, and I feel like it's something you have even more faith in what this is based on the whatever it was that was attached to it that wasn't healthy or right. All right, furthermore, outcome energy. The bottom deck energy actually is the Chariot card. So again, more information or insight into like having confidence and moving forward in a direction that has its challenges, but you also have all that it takes to overcome such challenges. Now that you have a greater level of wisdom or understanding in the situation, you now know how to navigate it in a way that benefits everyone involved and actually makes more progress. So that was underlying energy, right? We're moving forward. You've got the Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and the Hanged Man here. This is such a beautiful, beautiful ending to this reading in the tarot, that there's a higher level of commitment and understanding and a great level of, a great amount of wisdom that can now be practically applied to the path ahead. And that's the repeated message here. It's a very simple one for you this week, although it may show up in a situation that's very painful. Moving ahead, it's very simple. It does require a lot of trust and hope and faith, but it also calls you and whoever else is involved. Maybe this is a marriage. This is the Hierophant card here, but it could be a higher commitment of all kinds, a commitment to your ascension, a commitment to your purpose, a commitment to learning or teaching, all of these things. But this is absolutely showing up in the embodiment of your wisdom. Having compassion, forgiveness, and love with the Page of Cups, daring to dream again and believe that there's a possibility for ascension and for happiness, and that these old cycles won't repeat, and it's to believe again. Really it is. And then the beautiful Hanged Man, Surrender. Activated at the crown, she is here. She looks at this situation from a higher perspective. She looks at it from all angles. She feeds compassion through this situation, through her words and through the ways in which she will react. He, she, doesn't matter. Feminine in this card, but I feel like this is moving ahead with a greater perception, with more compassion, more understanding, and maybe even relationship healing if that is what you are after here, based on expanded perceptions. There's a real expansion happening here and a deepening of a friendship or a commitment. Love and life and dreams are coming back to life. This is poetic energy. It's musicians, it's feeling in the flow of life. It's absolutely spirit guided. It's really, really nice. I love that. I love that for you, group 1. So the self-love prompt cards that will help us get through this week. The card you chose is actually 5th chakra energy center affirmation. I'm able to speak and hear the truth. Very resonant with this judgment card. And the blueness of this crystal, right? Throat chakra. Didn't even click to that, but here we go. Sacral chakra is out of balance. So this is your ability to express your emotions, but also your creativity and your sexuality. So if it's feeling out of balance, this deck only affords us that option. But maybe it's something you would like to focus on moving ahead, your ability to express your sexuality, your emotions, and your creativity. We have fun again. I love it. I love it so much. Learn to love life again. Try to enjoy life by having more fun. And that, I think, is just basically reiterating that it's safe to let go of the fear that everything is going to be okay, and you don't need to worry about things repeating. You don't need to sit in anxiety of what might be. It's okay to just let that go and just be in this moment. You're safe in this moment, and what's unfolding in your situation. There's so many people connecting, and I want to say the promise word, right? But I strongly feel like things are going to unfold in a very positive way, and you can relax into that and just have fun. You can let go. It's okay. We've got celebrate yourself. You've come a long way. Take a moment to celebrate yourself. You know what that's about. Acknowledge it. Glow up. Take a day to spoil yourself. If it makes you beautiful, then do it. Absolutely. Pamper yourself. Take a little extra time in the morning maybe to just feel a little extra. Put a music on while you're getting ready. I love that one. Just to feel that extra shine, because it will come through from the inside. You know that. Positive affirmations, using them every day can change your life. Yes, they can. So everything is fine right now. Everything is working out in my benefit. Everything is going to be okay. I'm held in divinity's plan. Whatever you want to say, there's so many things that reinforce that everything is okay. And use those mantras. Your words are so powerful. I think a lot of us sometimes forget in those moments of struggle that we can rewire these thought processes and paths. We can speak our truth into the world, whether it's verbally or internally, it doesn't matter, but there's so much power in that prayer and affirmation and mantra. Use it, try it. If you haven't before, give it a go. You'll be surprised. If you have used it before and maybe you've forgotten, pick it up again to help you in those moments where you're a little anxious about, is it going to work out? Is everything going to be okay? Maybe you're a bit fearful of success. Maybe self-sabotage is a thing that comes up for you because you fear success. That could be something for you. But affirmations that everything's going to be fine. We've got clear your energy, refuel your energy, and reclaim your power. You may be called to see some sort of health practitioner to help you with that as well. If you felt drawn to some sort of therapy, then go for it. Give it a try. And use essential oils that can help boost your mood and promote positive energy. And it also is fantastic for the sacral chakra. Sacral does like all of those essential and what's the word for it? Sensory pleasures, things like that. And so, yeah, smell is a beautiful one. And I'm being called to speak about lemon or citrus. So some people may want to work with citrus. Maybe that's for cleansing, but it also triggers nostalgia in the brain for some people. I think everyone. So yeah, maybe there's something there that helps as well, citrus. Righty, what have we got? I think that's it for you, group No, there's one more. I pulled a Wisdom of the Oracle, and you got breathe. Simple, beautiful, just breathe. And I wanted prosperity, so I'll read from that. You've worked long and hard. Your dreams are coming to fruition. You want to hurry things along. You are the slow one moving languidly, yet still processing right now. In the rhythm dictated by your authentic nature, the essence of your dream, and the will of the universe, slow and steady wins this race. You will indeed win if you relax, stay the course, trust your intuition, and breathe. I love it. I love it. You can trust the path ahead, Group 1. You really can. And I love that message. It's so simple. So I'm just sending gentle love to you this week, Group 1. Just chill. It's all good. I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye. Hey Group 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose the rhodonite crystal, this one is for you. This one is absolute favorite of mine, or one of. It's a very, very, very powerful stone, actually. I think there's on Google, there's images of people putting this stone on bruises, and it relieves those bruises pretty quickly. But anyway, it is a stone of compassion, love, emotional balance, self-worth. It clears emotional wounds from the past. Big self-worth stuff here. I feel like it's very about body image or self-perception, well-being and acceptance of self in all of your bumps and scars. And yeah, it's a very intimate, personal stone. So maybe that resonates for where you're at, huh? Coming into acceptance of self. And I feel like there's been a leveling up in your energy here. We've got this starting out with the Strength card, the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles. So we've got Leo's energy here. I've got Aquarius on the table. I can see Leo again. There's Taurus here. Libra is here. Virgo is here as well. So it could be you, Sun, Moon, Rising, but it doesn't have to be. It's all good. So there has been a real activation of self here. I'm feeling like something has paid off. I feel like you've done something, you've made a choice, or something you've committed to is starting to pay off, and there's a real great sense of optimism, and there's a real wish fulfillment has come in for you here. Something that you've been wanting or working towards for a very long time, maybe. Or it could just be a wish fulfilled in any which way, but it certainly speaks to something that's very liberating for you. You're really getting to know yourself. Like this is an opportunity to see the next unfolding of your journey. It feels like the next blossoming for you, your next manifestation. You're so abundant and fertile right now. You could literally be about making babies and having families, that sort of fertility, but it could also be fertility in your career or your finances, in your relationships, just having new life grow within self and all around you, and it's seen reflected in your reality. So there's been a positive shift here for you. Lots of abundance. It's possible that you've taken some sort of step or had a wish fulfilled that's given you the independence that you've been looking for, the chance to strike out on your own, or to sort of really I feel like you're stepping into who you are or who you're meant to be. You're not holding yourself back, and you're really excited to see and meet yourself there. There's a really empowered self-loving journey, very much about self-acceptance and growth and knowing that you are beautiful and abundant and so blessed. There's so much gratitude and strength in this energy. So primal power here too with the Leo's Strength card. And I feel like it's a burst for life sort of energy here, where you're just really seeing life through a different lens. And it actually calls me to bring up the Oracle card that you've chosen for this reading, which is Magic Affirmation. I allow for a shift in perception. I'm able to reframe and see challenges through a different lens. And you're seeing everything as an opportunity for you, right? You have a really healthy mindset is what I'm seeing here. And everything is an opportunity for growth. And that you have, I feel, some pretty good mantras that get you through as well. For some people connecting to this, those mantras are powerful. Whoever's out there using your mantras to get you through the challenges and help you stay grounded and know that you are held. There's a real confidence here in trusting that you can work with spirit and bring all of your wishes all of your wishes forward. Moving ahead, group 2, we've got the Ace of Wands. That's really, really powerful manifestation energy here. You've got a new burst of life happening, creativity and expression. We've got the 6 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, and the Star card. I feel like there's been a great illumination and a maybe an expansion of your consciousness, or the way in which you perceive a certain situation, or the way in which you respond to a situation, or maybe it's even in a way that you care for yourself. But you're really feeling seen here, I feel, in one way or another. This is in the path ahead, so maybe it's that you will soon be feeling seen. I feel like you're already, like it's only a matter of time, I'm getting here, that what you're feeling on the inside is reflected back to you in your reality. And there is a need to take a break from your reality here as well with the 4 of Swords. There is a need to balance out all of this excitement, motivation, and new energy movement forward into rest and meditation as well, and connecting in with Source. I feel like there's a real need to just sort of step back from the limelight sometimes, so that you can really rejuvenate yourself, because you've got a great amount of energy to give. I feel like you might be someone who's very a nurturer, a provider, a parent, a teacher, all these things that you are giving to the world, to be of service, or what I mean. So there's a real need to refresh yourself and get some rest, and maybe even take a little break if that's on the cards for you. Everyone's a little different, but a little break from reality maybe, getting good quality rest and sleep. So maybe instead of, if you're scrolling or any of that sort of stuff, to maybe find something a little more therapeutic before bedtime. Maybe it's binaural beats or bit of soft music, or it's just something, that helps you just enjoy a relaxing atmosphere and release, and not having to overthink or be doing all the time, be on all the time. There's a balance here in moving ahead. And I also get that not everything is going to go how you want it to go or how it's planned. There are some possible disruptions, which you already have, I feel like you're already aware of what they might come from, or you're also prepared to take any side steps or detours if you need to. There's a great amount of trust here that you are so divinely guided, and that you have a lot of activation energy moving forward. There's a great sense of hope for the future, a real renewal of everything, of life force here for you. But there's still a need for rest and contemplation though, and meditation, and just taking it slow. That'll help you continue to move forward and see things from a positive light. And that message before about affirmation and mantra, if you are somebody who hasn't been using those, it will be very helpful for you to use those to help you stay grounded and in your center and in your power. As you move forward, trusting that the path ahead is so divinely guided. The challenge for beautiful group 2, I like it. It's a healthy challenge. The 2 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Hermit card. So the challenge we're here for some people, as I do feel you may be a bit of a loner, or somebody who's fiercely independent for some people. And that you may do it, a lot of this heavy lifting by yourself. We'll get a bit more to that in a minute, but I feel as well that there's a certain push, or has been a certain push. You've got ideas, you've got dreams, you see the trajectory perhaps. I feel like you know what you want. Or at least have a fair idea. But then part of it is there's this, what do I want to say here? There's something here where I feel it would be helpful to get guidance, or something to help you when you're overthinking or feeling a sense of urgency to create change, or to make things move faster than they are, or if there's some sort of hiccup or change to the plan. The ability to stay grounded and connect to your truth, connect to Source, and trust that all is well, that you are held and supported as these changes happen, or as things move forward very quickly, or maybe not quick enough. There's a head and heart pull with this 2 of Swords here. So sometimes your heart is telling you one thing and you want to take action, but then your head is telling you another. So there's a real need to really just take some time out, ground yourself, protect your energy, meditate and connect. Open that inner dialogue with Spirit. Ask for help. Your words are so powerful. They are spells. Ask for help. Internally, ask spirit. It'll come to you. Meditation is really going to help you in the week ahead, I'm feeling. Maybe you've not done that in a little while, and just it would help. I'm feeling, as well as maybe some kind of therapy for some people here is also. We'll get into what will help, and it sort of talks about that there. So we've got the 10 of Wands. You are carrying quite a lot, doing it all by yourself. Like I said, fiercely independent. Maybe you have a little children, or one running a business, or you know what I mean. There's so much to carry. I feel like a new lease on life is there for you too. So it's not necessary to carry this. You can ask for help. 3 of Pentacles. It does also indicate that the journey ahead, the path, like I said, I do feel for some people that it's not going to all go to plan how you'd hoped. Some things will be different, but you can trust in that difference and that it is meant to be. It's exactly how it's meant to be. That's a great affirmation, to surrender and trust in spirit, is that everything is as it's meant to be. It really opens up that possibility for spirit to come and help you and show you exactly why it's meant to be the way it is and how it benefits you. We've got the 9 of Wands here as well. So I do get the feeling that there's a lot of heaviness that you're carrying. Maybe it's pain from the past. You know, there's something here as well, like having to start over for some people, or the feeling of like a test of resilience, or having to really just find that inner strength from somewhere to persevere. Because some things may feel like a little exhausting for you, something in particular. I just don't feel like it's the whole image, just like some detail feels like it might be a little hard, and it would help to get some sort of assistance on that, whether it's actually seeing a counsellor regularly, some sort of health therapy provider, whatever it is, well-being therapies. There's so many. Maybe it's a Reiki practitioner. A kinesiologist is fantastic. I love kinesiology. But you know, some assistance here. Maybe asking family and friends for help if you're carrying a heavy load, and maybe you're moving house and you need someone to come and help you do that. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help. And some of that, like, if you're a bit unsure of asking for help to the people around you, ask spirit, and spirit will make it so. It will draw in the assistance that you need, but be open to receive at the same time. Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands here as well. So look at this. You allow people to help you, allow spirit to help you, allow life to help you, actually. There's so much lessons in the everyday moments, the everyday mess of life, that is so valuable, because you'll be glad you did. You'll be glad you sought that help, or got in and got your hands dirty. You'll be glad that you did it, because the end result will be a beautiful masterpiece, something to really be proud of. And the Page of Wands at the end here is a thirst for life, and it's very, very opposing energy to this heavy, guarded, 10 and 9 of Wands, to this free-spirited, uplifted person who's on a journey, who's curious, excited for life, and motivated. This is very expressive energy, somebody who really knows their passion and goes after it and is just alive. Look at this depictions here, right? You're really being guided to just have some fun. Have some fun. Get the right amount of rest too, yeah. But have some fun and celebrate yourself. There's so much positivity here. There's so much about this part of your journey that is so divinely guided and beautiful. This is also friends as well. The Page of Wands can be friends that help and guide you. It can also be a gathering of your will and your intention, and trusting that you're coming from a place of your truth, and that can only be successful, right? When you're coming from truth. Bottom deck energy I'm feeling called to show is the Queen of Swords, followed by the Magician, right? Powerful, but Queen of Swords, discernment. Asserting yourself, knowing your truth, going for it, speaking your truth, not being afraid of that, asking for help, being logical, having a plan, getting organized. Right, furthermore, guidance here. We have the beautiful Sun, the Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so wow. Look at it. There's such a positive reading for you, Group 2. although what you like, you know, this card here does say I allow for a shift in perception. I'm able to reframe and see challenges through a different lens. So this is happening for me, not to me. So whatever it is. So there is a challenge here, but you've got everything it takes, and it's happening for you. It brings you more growth. It brings you understanding. It brings you expanded consciousness. It brings you the ability to act on what you know to be true and come from a place of what you've learned, what's been exposed here, to really embody that truth and furthermore walk that path of truth here. There's a deeper commitment to truth. Deeper commitment to perhaps your relationship or your work and the legacy that you leave with this Ten of Pentacles. This could be a financial investment here that you're showing up to, really committed, and you're watching it grow, and it's really abundant and successful for you. I can see that. This could be about a family dynamic as well, and healing in the family, opening up that chat and having a talk about some things that may have happened here. There could be, it's kind of tricky to point this all out in a general because everyone's a little different, but I feel there could be some relationship issues here, whether it's family, friends, or your lover, where things got a little lost in translation, or things were just a little volatile for a while here, or something may have happened. For some people, not everyone, but there's healing here, and there's a coming together and an understanding. Light is being shed on this situation so that you can see it from a more positive perspective and see the growth that's available to you in this situation. And that growth is paramount, absolutely paramount to this Ten of Pentacles legacy energy, to the truth of what you will build. It cannot have an imperfection in that way. It must be built on honesty and truth and just complete passion and devotion. Ace of Pentacles is here. It's working with you to put these roots down, to be in this moment as well, to be here with it. This is an end game journey. It is like, you know, the way what you'd like to see happen. But the biggest part of this and what it is here and now. Even though it has a glorious outcome and there's hopes and dreams, and not all of it's going to work out right how you want it to, but it's still there. There's so much about being in this moment now, just being here in play, in expression, in joy, in gratitude, here in this part of it, that moment, that where you are now is there. You're here already. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm sure it does. Outcome energy. The Ace of Cups. There's also potential for a marriage proposal for some people here. I don't want to spoil it. There's a lot of like buying a house for some people, like maybe a pregnancy, maybe an anniversary or something special to celebrate. I do feel for a lot of people. But Ace of Cups, Justice, and the Six of Pentacles for the outcome. Such a beautiful, unconditionally loving, universally loving moment, right? The outcome for you. This Ace of Pentacles, this Ace of Cups, this beautiful star energy. There's so much here that is so positive and just leaps and bounds onto your path, whether it's as quick or as, you know, whatever timing is, surrender to divine timing, I should say. I don't know why I'm holding that one. But there's see the balance that comes in here. You're coming from a place of love. So whatever you do is coming from your truth. It's coming from love. And so it will be successful. The Six of Pentacles is generosity, reciprocity, charity, kindness, all of that stuff. This Three of Pentacles here, you know, with all of this energy, it shows that whoever or whatever you call upon or summon for assistance and help, you will be successful and received and supported. It also shows that you're coming from a place of integrity and truth, and that the outcome is going to be balanced, fair, and true as a result. I feel like it's a you can't go wrong sort of energy for you here, group two. So we've got some wisdom of the oracle. We have observer first of all, the prosperity message I wanted. So it is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect to the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. So don't forget your truth, just come from that and all will be good. You've got to trust that. Like, as long as you're good, then everything's good. Like, I love falling back on that. If ever I'm worried about anything, as long as I know my actions are good, I'm good, then everything else will be fine. Otherwise, it's an opportunity to learn from my mistakes, right? Even still, everything's going to be fine. So anyway, you may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you'd planned. Trust spirit. The perfect vision for your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. And that's very much like bringing me back to this Page of Wands energy, because that is a very curious cat. That is somebody who's willing to make mistakes, is willing to go on the journey. It's a fresh new journey. It's open, curious eyes, and it's excitement to learn. And it's flexibility. Like, she's bending there, but it is the ability to be flexible to life and its changes and its obstacles as they're thrown your way, and believing in yourself, and just like it's an opportunity for growth. Like, it's exciting when something goes wrong. It can be exciting. Maybe not in the moment for everybody. I know it's general reading, but anyway, here and now, perfect message for what we've already been speaking about as well. Again, prosperity. What you are working on is golden, and your efforts will leave a powerful legacy. There you go, right? 10 of Pentacles. Focus not on meeting a goal in the far off future, but on creating your dream now. Releasing your desire for an outcome and owning that it already exists. It's literally what I said. It will appear in the material world as if by magic. Claim your prosperity now. The essence is more important than the form. When you are immersed in prosperous thoughts, you automatically tune into a sense of timelessness and unlimited potential. You can act as if, in spite of the temporary outer conditions, you are prosperous in this moment. What you think now becomes your reality. Stay present. See yourself as just already here. Successful, abundant, on your path, expanded consciousness coming from that place. Woo! I love it. I love it. Okay, it's a really exciting group too. Just feeling full. And it's just this, right? It's this. This is where you should be. I hope you're feeling this too. And if you're not, then you will be soon. You've got to be. Look at this. You're so successful. You deserve to be so proud of what you've come from and this moment. And just congratulations, whatever's going on. Okay, expand your network. Link yourself into a network of people who can help inspire you, right? Letting other people help you. Even if they have different ideas, like everybody has a different contribution. It's not always going to be what you hoped it would be. Maybe you have an expectation of how you'd like someone to help, but maybe you just need to be open to letting them help in the way that is within their capacity and just being grateful for that assistance. Okay, so expand your network. I feel it's also maybe unfollowing certain things that you don't resonate with anymore. I will often suggest that when we see such things, that if you're looking to attract inspiration from mentors or whatever, expand your network, then also maybe clear out some space for that too. If there's if there's something you don't want to be following anymore. Shop smart, spend money on experiences, not just things. Make it happen. It might be an event or an experience you would like to experience. Bless yourself with that. Right, awaken the witch, awaken the dormant potential and unlock your inner witch. And I feel like that is, you don't have to be subscribed to paganism or anything like that. You don't need to be a witch, so to speak, but you can still connect to that inner power, that personal power, using affirmation and mantra to manifest the life you desire. Co-creating with God, however you want to see it. It doesn't have to be witch, but personally, like to be a witch. Crown chakra, more of that energy, connecting to source and having that infinite trust that you are so powerful and you are co-creating and that everything is working out in your favor. To see it from a higher perspective. We've got forgiveness is for you. Forgive others and yourself because your soul deserves peace. maybe something you're facing right now, the need to forgive yourself for a certain action or another. Sleep and rest. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. Start a new hobby. If there's something that you enjoy doing, do it. Maybe you don't know what that is. Try new things. Give it a go. I think as well, it's really good to open up that crown chakra when we're keeping our hands busy in a meditative state. Personally, doing the dishes is a real opener for me. But yeah, just keeping your hands busy, trying something new, getting creative. A 30-day challenge. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. Maybe it's a habit that you're in you would like to break because it's not bringing you abundance and it's holding you back in one way or another. Maybe it's not honoring the person you would like to see yourself become or something like this. It also could be, for the 30-day challenge, just an opportunity for you to try new things with yourself. Amongst that 30 days, there will be some things there that you may have never done before that could be really helpful. And if you have resistance to some of those things because they're a little weird or you're not sure why, especially do those ones, I would say. Challenge yourself and try new things to meet yourself, to honor yourself, to connect with yourself. Practice gratitude. Take time to acknowledge what you're grateful for. A beautiful hand-to-heart practice with feet on the grass, that sort of stuff. Really going in and feeling all of those wonderful blessings that you have. How big or small they may be, they're worth that moment of gratitude. And it'll help you embody that truth and attract even more of it. And then colors you wear. Use color magic by wearing colors to attract the things that you want. That's one thing you could do, but I feel like this card is also talking about your environment and feeling color and aliveness. So maybe it's bringing a plant into the office space or just something that just brings a little bit more life in for you. Personally, I like to wear red when I want to honor my cycle and when I want to feel, I don't know, that rose energy, that divine potent beauty energy. I like to wear red in those times. So sometimes I connect to that as well, but I feel like, find your own thing as well. You can look on Google what color reference to what chakras and all that, but a lot of it, allow it to be intuitive. Okay, group 2. I think I'm going to leave that there for you beautiful people. I think that's all we have. So I hope that resonated with you and gave you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the green adventurine, then this one is for you. So green adventurine, obviously heart chakra green, good fortune. This is confidence, courage, taking action to get out of your comfort zone and take on new opportunities. And I also feel like this is a heart-centered awareness that you can embody that will help you move through whatever's going on. So I actually don't know why, but jump straight into the oracle that you've chosen. Energy affirmation. I'm full of robust energy. I can step up to whatever challenges lie ahead by calling on this energy reserve. My energy is steady and sustained. It's really interesting because the rest of the cards are on the table. So we're going to probably keep referring to that card here today. Group 3, we're jumping straight in with the past energy. We have the 8 of Cups, the Devil and the 5 of Wands. So this is quite a complication for you, perhaps. Maybe you're feeling like somebody has abandoned you or you've walked away from a situation. Either way, I feel like there was a heavy expectation on this person or on yourself, or take it how it resonates, but there's some unmet need. I'm feeling like an expectation that wasn't fulfilled and somebody has walked away from the situation. It may have ended in a lot of conflict. I feel like there is some sort of control trying to be had here, but either by yourself, maybe you were trying to control the situation and learned that you would be more effective in trying to control yourself. I'm feeling here. I feel like this is an unhealthy pattern that has probably been operating for a while between you and this person. If this is relationship, this could be something else. It could be your own addiction, cycles or codependency, or it could be so many things. It's a temptation or even the possibility of telling yourself a story that's not true. or living, like feeding yourself unhealthy stories that don't help you step into your power, but actually keep you stuck. And I feel like there's maybe been a realization for you that you or another person has had to walk away from this behavior because it doesn't honor, it's not helpful. There's no growth here. I feel like that whatever this is very dark and toxic for some people. Yeah, I feel a little, feel different. But yeah, I'm seeing here that there's, for the results that you want to walk towards this better horizon, you need to leave behind these patterns or these ways of behaving or maybe speaking. Maybe there's a really harsh words that are used or harsh tones that are used that are based in fear or trying to control or manipulate a situation and not coming from that place of love or trust or just acceptance. And there's something, I almost want to get another card on the Devil card, but I'll first talk about the Two of Wands, which is on the bottom of the deck. So this is that old wand. There is nothing left here to learn. It's the only way you will learn and progress here is by taking a new path and doing things differently. That's what I feel for you here. I feel like it may be someone you're dealing with, but I honestly feel like it's you. You need to do things differently. What have we got? Exactly. Two of Wands is still there on the bottom of the deck, right? I've got it split, so we've got the Ace of Wands as well. Okay, so a fresh new beginning, activated consciousness coming from that place of truth. To transform a situation, to shed light on unhealthy patterns and stories, to transmute old pain, right? And take a new path, a new way of doing things that is healthy and grounded and just, I feel like very, the energy that was coming through then was like a parent telling a child off or something, like, and I feel like it's your parent telling your own inner child off, maybe, or you'll know what I'm talking about. Everyone will resonate a little differently, but it feels like quite tumultuous and like it just feels like something unnecessary or something that's a program that's been running that doesn't need to be that way, or you don't need to come from that place, or you don't need to stress so much or hold on to so much, and that you can be more accepting of that which you don't want to accept, or so there's something about that you're not wanting to accept something that it's going to be a little different for everyone, but there's I think there's a set way that you would like things to turn out, right? An expectation maybe that is not met or something like this, and so you must do things differently and in a more aligned way to receive the benefits and the outcome that you would like. This Lovers card on the Devil, it means making healthy choices and connecting in healthy ways. In the normal tarot, a couple is at the altar with chains around them, and in the normal tarot for lovers, it is a free couple. They are not bound at all. They are respecting of each other. So this could be relationship issues that are coming up where there's lack of respect that is needed. There's toxic cycles running here. So I feel like the only way to stop that is to disengage with that behavior, whether it's coming from you or them. Disengage and connect to your truth, connect to love. And that follows on to the next bit of cards here. We've got the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, very grounded. This is you utilizing your skill set. You have a great skill set. You have the ability to be discerning and the ability to moderate, the ability to come from a centered place of within your power and not to manipulate or control, but rather just come from your truth and be effective in a positive way. There is a need for you to gather up this will, this intention, and this great set of skills that you have and utilize them for the path that you want. Because I just feel like a lot of your energy has been fed into something that is not bringing you the results you need. It's an external thing, whether it's financially motivated, that you're doing something because of an end goal financially, or something about that needs to be released. and you connect back to your personal power, and then attract your finance or abundance or whatever it is from a place of within rather than externally. I feel like I'm starting to get onto whatever this is for you now, but it's general, so everyone will be a little different, right? But yeah, we're needing really practical, grounded, healthy actions here. This could also be seeking assistance with therapies or counseling or anything like that. There's definitely some generosity and assistance in here that would be really helpful for you to engage in. I really do feel like it would really help to talk to somebody for this group, whether that's a spiritual healer or an actual therapist of some kind, or a friend or whatever it is. I just feel that it would be really beneficial to start taking some steps that put you in a place where all your efforts go to that which is true, because you will reap a lot more from that. This generosity here as well, I feel like it's receiving people and being received and having an equal give and take in your connections. I feel like a plan is needed here, because you do have great dreams and a big goal, or there's something that you really wish to manifest, and it's a long journey to get there. There is a long journey of learning. It's going to take a long time. What you're trying to achieve is going to take a long time, and you do need help to get there, I feel. But you've got everything it takes, Magician. But I feel like it would really help to have some support. And not operating like right now. I'm already feeling some people are feeling like, oh, but I haven't got anybody, or all the stories as to why you can't have support or why it's not available to you. Those stories, I feel like, is the devil card. It's stories that are being told that are not true. These systems you're operating from. For some people, right? So there's new stories that need to be told. Watch your words and watch your thoughts. I'm feeling for that. Challenge. We've got the the 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and then the Fool. 5 of Swords is there as well. This is really challenging in the mental realm, right? Okay, so this would also be health issues as well with the 10 of Wands. You could be carrying around a really sore body, or just a lot of responsibilities, feeling like the to-do list is so massive, but you're not getting anything ticked off, feeling like there's no assistance or help, not certain like what to do, who to turn to. There's so much here of just mental anguish, and I feel like there's a bit of negativity going through the head quite a lot here, like stories that are not true, that are not helpful. There's definitely a need to refrain from fighting or from conflict, not engaging with that anymore. The challenge is to pull away from that, even if it feels like maybe the fight's over. I can see with the 5 of Wands, it's already probably happened with the past energy 5 of Wands, but it's like unplugging. Even if maybe there was no closure in this situation, maybe a person walked away from you and you didn't have closure, or you felt like it wasn't fair. You're really needing to put that to rest, and there's a lot available to you that if you are self-inquisitive, to learn from this situation, so that you maybe don't find yourself in that position again, or repeating the same pattern with the same person or similar type of people, especially if you're feeling like you're constantly coming up against a wall. No matter what I do, this happens. No matter how much I do that, it always ends in this, that sort of story. So something needs to change within yourself and the way you're viewing things, perhaps. And I feel like there's a great deal of help that's needed for that, for this new beginning, and that's the biggest challenge here, right? I feel with the Fool card, is to have that fresh new beginning. And I feel like there's something that's come so far, like it's something that's gone on so long for some of you, that it's like, it's really hard to find hope again, that there could be, so that you could have a life surrounded by support, and that everything will go abundantly beautiful for you. That sort of, I feel like that hope for self sometimes slips away quite a bit, and yeah. I just want to look over to this card here. It says meditate. It's bottom deck energy for the self-loving prompt cards. Quiet the mind and let your soul speak. I feel like meditation is going to be quite helpful, and to just release and let go all of that which you wish you could control, that you wish you could change, and try to find the purpose in why it is how it is. and what you can learn about yourself from that, what ways in which you've shown up that you don't particularly enjoy, or ways that you've shown up that have not given you the results you would like. I feel like if you always do something you've always done, you will always get what you've always gotten. I feel like that might be for someone here. And so there is a need for change and to step into your power. And I do see you doing that. I see you taking some sort of actions that remind you of your power and your ability to create the life that you want. And it's only going to be you that does it. That's the thing here as well. I feel that you needing to remember that you're actually really powerful, and you can really have the life and the relationship healing that you want. It's available to you, and you are going to take those steps to make sure of it and bring that for yourself. It's a long journey of love and healing, but I do feel like you've got what it takes to bring about whatever this goal is for you. I think we all have come up in these moments in life where we are just standing in our own way, and it's really hard to see at the time. All right, so this new beginning, maybe it's to move somewhere new, or just have a fresh start is the challenge. How to go about that when you feel like you're carrying so much of the past? How can you have a fresh life if this is all a mess, or if that's so still happening, or you know what I mean? Like, this is the biggest challenge, is how to move through this, and that's why I think it's really important to talk this out with somebody. For some people here, what will help? What will help? We've got the Death card, so transformation. Embrace those changes that are being called towards you in those areas where you're meeting resistance or not getting the results that you would like. To change your tactic, your approach, and to try new things. To level up into that knowing that you have, that power that you have. To allow endings to occur and allow that to be a transmutation and a rebirth of something new. The beautiful Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So what is going to help here, I feel, is forgiveness and compassion. Maybe even actually the first thing I felt with this combination was a changing of your wishes. I know it's important to have great wishes and goals, but there's something about your wishes that it would help you if you release the outcome of. Perhaps that's what it is. Perhaps it's just releasing the outcome and trusting that if you do the steps and if you stay in balance and in your power, that Spirit is co-creating with you, and those wishes will come true in the form that they're meant to, right? Surrendering the outcome. Or there may be a certain something you're trying to achieve that needs to transform, and then you will be able to achieve it. This I feel like it's just one thing getting in your way of everything that you want. And it may take a long time to overcome that one thing. Some of you, it's just this week. Like, everyone's going to be a little different here, but there's a transformation needed that will bring in your biggest wish. As long as you can just let go and let death have its way with you. We have that Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles as well. So this is totally an opportunity to try new things, to dream again, to have forgiveness in relationships, and to actually show up and act from a place that is like that supports growth, that supports each other. If that applies for you, if this is a relationship healing, this could be younger children as well if it's or siblings issues. So it could be so many things. Some water. But I feel like as well that to try something new, to get creative, to actually dream of the possibilities again, because I feel like some people, maybe not all the time, but sometimes that hope for the future or that motivation and drive is not always there for you because of everything else that's going on. So embrace those changes that you may be resistant to embrace. Maybe that's diet change and eating differently so that you can support your gut health and mind health. Maybe it's an exercise regime to help your body and your heart pump the blood that it needs to oxygenate and feel good. Like, really taking care of yourself on the most fundamental levels. But trying new things as well, and dreaming, being creative, being artistic. This is a musician's energy. This is a poet, a painter. So being creative and hopeful as well. What else have we got here? Furthermore, we have Judgment, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So this is getting honest and clear, and a huge revelation on the legacy you wish to leave here, right? The mark you want to have on your business, on your community, in your family's home. this is pretty big energy, right? The guidance here is to show up and be accountable for exactly where it's at now, and continue to take those steps that you know to be based in your truth. Having had a burst of clarity, I feel as well. I feel like this is the guidance that embodies that death card, the transformation. So allowing yourself to be clear of mind, to release old stories, and to open up to the possibility of a different truth or a higher perspective, one that supports you in really creating the life that you want, that obviously will then, flow into the creative projects that you may have, or financial investments. I almost want an extra card on the 10 of Pentacles. Whoa, so many. I saw the Empress on the split, so that's Mother energy. I see the Chariot, Queen of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Swords. Okay, is it Queen of She reversed? I don't know. Sort of looked like it. Just one. Just one, please. Yeah, Two of Cups, Eight of Swords, okay. Confidence to move ahead on your path through all of its challenges, right? I feel like there's relationship healing that is really needed here. And there's something that, maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had, or a truth that needs to be embodied or accepted, or there's some sort of clarity that is yet to come in with this Judgment card that helps you understand the path ahead and how to achieve what you want to achieve, and how to truly step into your power and to make sure your path ahead is prosperous, because I do believe it will be. It's just something that has come up that is really hard to maybe move past. This could be to do with a love relationship, or any kind of relationship. Could be to do with your purpose and your business and your work. So many things it could have to do with. The outcome energy. This feels like a lot of people here, this is to do with family connections and such. Maybe feeling like you can't be with family that you would like to be with, or you can't open up to them, or yeah. The outcome energy, we have got the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords, and then the Ten of Cups. So although I feel like this pain and the anxiety that is that comes from this situation is going to still perhaps be running for some time as you work on whatever it is you need to work on to help you transmute that pain, move through it and past it, and not carry it anymore, or to lighten the load, or to forgive, or whatever it may be. The Ten of Cups is still here to remind you that everything is okay and everything is as it's supposed to be, and that there's always an opportunity for you to just let go of whatever you can't control, of whatever that causes you anxiety and fear, and just be here in this moment and trust that everything is as it's supposed to be, and based in your choices now, the choices to perceive, the choices to self-soothe, the choices you make if you want to hold on to or to release and trust, will dictate, how you are supported in this Ten of Cups energy. It'll really, although this is still ongoing for you, I feel the pain is still there. You can move forward with a lighter load. You can move forward and enjoy this moment. And in doing that, you will attract even more joy and prosperity. And I just want to confirm that. I want to confirm that now with a card. Ten of Swords. It's actually interesting. We've got the star, here it is. So it's interesting actually, I've just been reminded that group 3 for a few readings lately has been about a death in the family or something like this, where a big ending has happened that is quite painful, right? 10 of Swords is here to remind me of that, and perhaps you've chosen group 3 a few times. If that's not you, that's fine. This is still talking about a very significant ending that you may feel like you don't have the control over, or it didn't go how you wanted it to go perhaps. But with the Ace of Wands and the Star card, it is absolutely reiterating what I wanted to tell you, that although this ending has happened, although this is very painful, the repercussions of your actions or somebody else's actions or something that has happened, right, is very painful, but there is still so much healing available to you here. I'm actually seeing the Queen of Pentacles now on the bottom of the deck. A card of prosperity and healing. So, you can trust that whatever this situation you find yourself in, you are growing from this. Your perceptions and your consciousness is expanding, and your ability to trust in Spirit's guidance and be rejuvenated and refueled with hope for the future, that is available to you. The 10 of Cups, all of that energy, it is available to you. I'm not going to deny that the 10, 9 and 3 of Swords are here still. Perhaps you're moving through it. That's maybe why I recommended some therapy for some people. Or maybe it's just a grieving process that you need to honor, but there's so much life just still available to you, regardless of the heaviness. Okay, group 3, okay. It feels intense, and I don't know if I got this reading right or what, but I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. Because it feels like this reading should have been personal, because it's so intense and detailed, but for so many people, so the details, it's weird being on this side of the table sometimes. All right. We've got Chop Wood for you. Chop Wood, which is so beautiful. Magician and the Knight of Pentacles is basically this oracle card, right? You have the power to create whatever you want to create. And let's have a look at the prosperity message for it. Now is the time to take small steps rather than large leaps on the journey to creating your most prosperous life. Move your focus off your big dream and attend to the mundane chores. Focus on the little things that may have piled up while you've been mapping out a greater plan of your life you aspire to see manifest in reality. Chop wood, carry water, as the Zen proverb advises, or wash dishes, walk the dog. While you're doing all that, Spirit will have a chance to move mountains and set wondrous miracles in motion for you. Remain humble and aware of the present. There's so much power in the present and the choices you make in the way that you perceive your present as well. Not looking at the chores as like, oh, I've got chores to do, but like there's some really great thing that floats around on, like the dirty dishes means, family to feed and food in the cupboard, all that sort of, like there's different perspectives you can have on each thing. And also those mundane things is sometimes the most powerful, biggest action you can take towards manifesting the bigger picture, right? It's in the seemingly mundane, these tiny little things along the way. They're so important. And the wonderful thing about this Knight of Pentacles is he is so devoted. He is so present with each and every step. Yeah, he's on his way to something big and he knows that, but he's not there right now. He is so here in this each and individual step, and he's self-inquisitive and he's ready to grow from each experience. He knows each one is so valuable, and it is because of these experiences that the end game will be so prosperous and beautiful. So keep one eye over there on the future, but just like be here now. There's so much available to you, even in the pain and even in the loss and the sadness of feeling alone. This is an opportunity here. It feels just, oh my goodness, intense. All right, so create a routine. More and more Knight of Pentacles energy, right? He shows up. Having a routine helps you limit procrastination and give you structure. So add in the mundane things, the things that have been slipping your mind, or you've been busy maybe in a state of grieving or whatever it is. Write a list of the things you'd like to achieve and just create that routine. It's actually, what else do we have here? Wake up early. Aim to wake up earlier in the mornings to chase your dreams. So maybe your morning routine could use a tweak. Also embodying not just the mundane, but little things that make you happy, like putting on a bit of music and having a boogie, whatever it is. Crown chakra, trusting. This is a big one for trusting that you are where you're meant to be and that spirit is guiding you. Today is your day. Positive affirmations. Using positive affirmations every day can change your life. It's the narrative, I feel, that the mantras that you could embody that will really help you surrender to this moment and find power in it rather than feeling the lack and the loss. It can be easier said than done. The colors you wear, use color magic by wearing colors that attract the things that you want, but also your environment as well. If your workspace is very plain or needs a little life, maybe a pot plant or a piece of painting that honors your culture or something, you know, just a bit of color in your life. Shop smart, spend money on experiences, not just things. Make memories. If there's an experience that you've been wanting to do for a while, then maybe bless yourself with that. Get more done. Identify and eliminate distractions that aren't adding value to your day. Very similar to the creative routine. I think a list is, I'm not sure what happened there, my phone battery is dying, but I think a list is needed to help you, you know, set your eyes on the prize in a way, like just, you know, keep you accountable, or it will help. The routine will help. Hydrate, drink lots of water will make a huge difference in the way you feel. This is making me come to the simplicities, and I think I did say that before, that the what did I say? Maybe it was group 2. Feels like I said it a while ago, but the fundamentals of good health. It's in the mundane right now for you. It's in the smallest little things that you can do to change how you feel about something or how you see something, to see the wisdom in it or the opportunity in it. Or to just do the simple, like cook more, reduce the urge to eat out and cook more meals at home. And then make new friends. Get out there and make new friends. Don't hide in the shadows. That might be something that's quite tricky for you to meet new friends. But I feel as well, the deeper we step onto the path of honouring ourselves and becoming our own friend, we align with other people that would like to meet us there too. As within, so without. I think that's all I've got for you, group 2. We did read Chop Wood, so that is it. All right, I'm going to leave that there for you, beautiful people. I hope that resonated, gave you some sort of clarity on this situation for you, and I look forward to reading again soon. Bye, group 3.